There was a time when Europe's fiercest battles belonged to history. El Clasico, the Milan Derby, Liverpool versus United. But football has evolved, and so has its greatest rivalry. Today, a new clash defines an era. Real Madrid versus Manchester City. It's not just two clubs fighting for glory, but two footballing ideologies colliding: chaos versus control, emotion versus precision, heritage versus innovation. The new derby of European supremacy. Every time these two sides meet, something unforgettable happens. Tactical masterclasses, emotional comebacks, heartbreak, and moments that define generations. What began as a passing encounter has turned into football's newest obsession, the new derby of Europe. Let's relive their recent duels from 2019 to 2025 and see how this rivalry became legendary. The story begins in the 2019 to 2020 UEFA Champions League round of 16. Real Madrid, still recovering from the departure of Cristiano Ronaldo, was facing Pep Guardiola's Manchester City, a side eager to conquer Europe finally. The first leg at the Santiago Bernabeu ended in shock. Despite Madrid taking the lead through Isco, City's relentless pressing forced mistakes from the back. In the return leg at the Etihad, the absence of Sergio Ramos loomed large. With Madrid under pressure, Rafael Varane had a night to forget. Two crucial errors gifted City their goals. His misplaced header and poor clearance allowed Gabriel Jesus and Raheem Sterling to score, sealing a 2-1 victory and a 4-2 aggregate win for City. The difference wasn't just individual errors, it was the pressing. Guardiola's men suffocated Madrid's build-up, forcing panic, and Madrid simply couldn't play their usual confident game. Fast forward to 2021 to 2022, and the football gods gave us one of the most breathtaking semifinals in Champions League history. At the Etihad, the match exploded into chaos and brilliance. City stormed to a 4-3 win in one of the most open semifinals ever seen. Kevin De Bruyne opened the scoring early, Gabriel Jesus doubled the lead, but Real Madrid refused to die. A sublime counterattack saw Vinicius Jr. sprint from midfield, leaving Fernandinho behind before finishing calmly. The match was madness. Every time City scored, Madrid found a way back. Karim Benzema's audacious Panenka penalty summed it up. Real Madrid were never out of the fight. In the 90th minute, Rodrygo scored. In the 91st, he scored again. 2 goals in 2 minutes sent the stadium into an earthquake of noise. City were stunned. Benzema completed the turnaround with a cool penalty in extra time, and Madrid advanced to the final with a 3-1 win. Those 2 Rodrygo goals became immortal, the ultimate symbol of Madrid's unbreakable spirit. In 2022 to 2023, the rivalry hit another level. This was no longer David versus Goliath. It was 2 giants at their peak. The first leg at the Bernabeu ended 1-1. Vinicius Jr. fired Madrid ahead with a thunderous strike, but De Bruyne equalized with an equally stunning goal from outside the box. Yet one of the biggest talking points was Antonio Rüdiger's performance. The German defender shadowed Erling Haaland like a magnet, pushing, shoving, even wrestling him off the ball. It was old-school defending, ugly but effective. Haaland barely had a touch. Clips of Rüdiger's physical duels with Haaland went viral, showing that Madrid still had the grit to face City's modern machine. But in the second leg at the Etihad, things went horribly wrong for Madrid. Carlo Ancelotti made a terrible decision. He benched Rüdiger, the man who had neutralized Haaland. Instead, he went with Eder Militão and David Alaba. The result was disastrous. City, driven by Guardiola's tactical genius, dismantled Madrid 4-0. The key difference was John Stones' new role, moving from defense into midfield. This hybrid system meant the City always had an extra man in possession. Stones constantly found space to receive passes, helping City bypass Madrid's press and switch play to the wings where Bernardo Silva and Jack Grealish dominated. Bernardo scored twice, and Madrid looked helpless. It wasn't just a win, it was a statement. Guardiola had built a system that outthought and outplayed Real Madrid completely. The following season, 2023 to 2024, brought another chapter, equally dramatic but far more balanced. Both legs ended in draws, showing how close these two teams had become. The first match at the Bernabeu ended 3-3, full of attacking brilliance from both sides. In the return leg at the Etihad, Real Madrid played differently. They sat deep, adopting a low defensive block, absorbing City's endless pressure. It was risky, but it worked. Lunin, Madrid's unlikely hero, stepped up in the penalty shootout after the second leg ended level on aggregate. In the shootout, Lunin became the star. Bernardo Silva stepped up first and missed, but it wasn't luck. Before the penalty, Kepa Arrizabalaga on the bench whispered advice to Lunin. "Stay in the middle." Lunin followed it and caught the shot straight into his hands. Lunin's next moment of brilliance came thanks to Antonio Rüdiger, who, knowing Mateo Kovacic well from their time together at Chelsea, anticipated his choice and signaled to Lunin from midfield where he would shoot. The Ukrainian goalkeeper dove the right way once again. Two brilliant saves sent Madrid to the semi-finals after Luka Modric had missed the opening penalty. It was one of those magical nights. Defensive discipline, a bit of luck, and absolute mental strength, even managing to come back in a penalty shootout. Then came the most recent chapter, the 2024 to 2025 season. The world's eyes were once again on them. City, the reigning champions, looked untouchable. Haaland couldn't stop scoring, and Phil Foden had matured into a creative force. Real Madrid, meanwhile, had evolved. With Kylian Mbappé now wearing white, they added raw speed to their already lethal counterattacks. In the second match of their tie, City pushed high, pressing aggressively in search of control. But that's exactly what Madrid wanted. The spaces behind City's defense became a playground for Mbappé. A perfectly timed long ball from Raúl Asensio split the defense, and Mbappé raced through, finishing coolly past Ederson. That goal, Madrid's first in their 3-1 win, was a masterclass in exploiting high lines. City's pressing left them exposed, and Real punished every mistake. Mbappé added 2 more goals to his tally, while Bellingham orchestrated play with elegance beyond his years. It wasn't just revenge, it was evolution. Madrid had learned from every defeat and comeback. Over these years, this fixture became something greater than a semifinal or a quarterfinal. It became football's newest derby, not by geography, but by destiny. Two teams built to dominate, two managers obsessed with perfection, meeting again and again, each battle defining the era. Guardiola's City represents control, structure, and modern innovation. Ancelotti's Madrid embodies chaos, resilience, and moments of divine brilliance. When they clash, the sport reaches its purest form, unpredictable, emotional, and utterly magnetic. Now, as we move deeper into the 2024 to 2025 season, both sides look formidable. Real Madrid's new generation led by Bellingham, Mbappé, Arda Güler, and Vinicius is fast and deadly on the counter. Arda's creativity between the lines gives Madrid unpredictable flair, while Mbappé's presence forces defenders to drop deeper, creating space for midfielders like Valverde and Bellingham. Manchester City, on the other hand, continue to redefine control. Haaland's scoring record remains monstrous. Alexander-Arnold will face a tough challenge against Doku's explosiveness. Although, as we've seen throughout the season, it might be Fede Valverde who takes on the task of containing the Belgian. John Stones could once again be a key option for Guardiola, stepping into a more advanced role to replicate what he did in 2023 and win the tactical battle against Xabi Alonso's new Real Madrid. Every small detail, every decision could decide the fate of Europe's biggest prize once again. Every meeting feels like a movie, filled with drama, brilliance, and emotion. Each battle leaves unforgettable memories, moments that define an era. And as these two giants prepare to face each other again, fans everywhere can feel it. That electric sense of destiny, waiting to see who will rise, who will fall, And who will rule Europe once more?